Pegasus constellation, also known as the winged horse. The Pegasus constellation is made up of 6 main stars: Matar, Markov, Beta, Algenib, Anif, and Haman. They are all red giants, except Algenib, which is a subgiant. Anif is actually 5,000 times more luminous than the Earth's sun. The constellation is best seen in October at 9 p.m. The constellation can be seen between latitudes 90 degrees and negative 60 degrees. And at 7 p.m. in Hawaii, the constellation can be seen directly overhead in the month of October. The constellation Pegasus was also discovered by the 2nd century Greek astronomer named Ptolemy. Ptolemy also discovered 48 other constellations. The constellation is named after some Greek mythology about a winged horse. Once there was a scientist named Lana. She loved Greek mythology and the study of the earth. She had a job working at a laboratory testing different molecules. She also was studying animals and different materials that she finds in the ground. Her boss was named Arthur. Arthur seemed really nice, but he actually had a lot of deep secrets. For one, she never was allowed to go in this one room in the back of the laboratory, but her curiosity got ahead of her, and one night after work, she went into the lab. The door was locked, but she somehow picked the lock and got in. Right when she got in, she didn't see much at first. Then, all of a sudden, a beautiful creature came out from the shadows of the room. As she walked close to the creature, she realized it looked like a horse, but it had wings. "Oh my God, it's a Pegasus," she said. But she was so terrified, she just sat there, looking at the beautiful creature. For a while, she didn't go back there. She stayed in the lab and did what she was supposed to. But eventually, she missed looking at that beautiful creature. So she went in almost every week from then on. Eventually, Arthur actually took her into the room and showed her the Pegasus. But he didn't tell her what she was doing. Later, she found out that he was torturing the animal and running harsh tests on her to see what magical powers the Pegasus had. Eventually, Lana got sick of these tests and was really sad and felt bad for the Pegasus. So she decided to free the Pegasus. She went home and thought of a plan and came back to the lab at 1 a.m. when no one was there. She unlocked the Pegasus's room or cage and brought it outside. As soon as she got outside, she knew that Arthur was going to come soon for the morning shift at the laboratory. So she told the Pegasus to fly. The Pegasus was hesitating at first because they didn't know how to use its wings, but then flew off into the sky. The Pegasus flew so high, Lana could barely see her anymore. Eventually, she went home. The next night, she was looking up at the stars and saw a constellation that looked exactly like the Pegasus. She named it Pegasus, after her newfound friend.